And back here at Summertown, we go to game 2 here of this district final. Summertown is the home team, Loretto the away team. Aubrey Ezel leading things off, already up 3-0 in the count here. Olivia Woods in the circle for the Eagles. Next pitch hit high in the air to right field. Making the catch out there is Atkinson in right for the first out of the inning. Now going to bring up Briley Dover here, the shortstop for the Lady Mustangs. Dover, who reached base twice in the previous game. Facing with Woods here for the first time tonight. First pitch here, swung on and missed for strike one. We're all trying to quickly get our lineups in here as fast as we can. Next pitch here from Woods, and that one's fouled back for strike two. 0-2 the count here to dangerous Briley Dover. Comes the next pitch. That one's off the end of the bat, and that's going to fall in. And she's going to be in safe here with a infield single. 1 on, 1 out, going to bring up the third baseman and the pitcher in the first game for Loretto and Emily Cozart. And sometimes there, Rodney, you just don't need to hit it hard. You just need to hit it where they're not.
Just find the black hole out there. And with her speed, she can make it.
First pitch here, Dover takes off, and that one's fouled away for strike one. So an 0-1 count here is trying to get the second game in here. Hoping that is the case. Was it Fairview beat Westview? Is that what we heard, right?
Fairview beat Cheatham County.
Cheatham County, excuse me. Next pitch, misses away. Throw down the first will not be in time. So a stolen base there for Briley. First of the game for the Lady Mustangs. One the count here to Cozart. Next pitch here to Woods, and then that one's, hit deep to center field. Good play out there by Reynolds in center at the warning track. Dover will advance to third on the fly ball. First run of the game just a few feet away with 2 outs here on the top of the first inning. Brings up the catcher in Jenny Beth Clifton. Here, runner on third and 2 out.
Jenny Beth Clifton.
Comes the first pitch from Woods. It's tapped over to Lindsay at third. The throw over to first is in time. That one will end the inning. Lady Mustangs strand a runner in the top of the first. It's a 0-0 game as we go to the bottom half of the inning next on the Exports Network.
Have an H&R Block Tax Pro do your taxes online, and tax season feels just as good as all those other seasons, like wedding season.
I W-2 you.
Taxes.
File from anywhere with the expertise of an H&R Block Tax Pro.
Tennessee Flight Training. We are training the next generation of pilots. Come and see why Tennessee Flight Training is the best way to learn to fly. Tennessee Flight Training. The skies are calling.
Back here at Summertown, we go to the bottom of the first here of this district final, game 2 here. Top of the order due up for the Lady Eagles. Eric Abbott, Mackenzie Reynolds, and Hannah Lindsay. In the circle here for Loretto will be Carly Urban.
Your shortstop, number 23, Erica Abbott.
Abbott, who found her way on a couple times in the previous game, facing Urban here for the first time. Here comes the first pitch. That one's in there for strike one. Urban, who might have the best changeup in the entire area.
I would concur. Yep.
Comes the 0-1. That one's in the dirt for ball one. And heard you say, Will, that the Summertown football team scrimmaging Collinwood tomorrow at 4. Is that what you said here at home?
Free admission, food trucks there.
Oh.
Free food?
Free food?
No.
Man.
The 1-1. That one misses away for ball 2. 2-1 here at the top of the order. Do have some impending storms. Now, how strong those storms are is yet to be determined. Comes the 2-1. This one's hit in the air to left. Zell will make the play at the warning track here for the first down of the inning. One gone here in the bottom of the first will bring up the center fielder, Mackenzie Reynolds. Reynolds, who had a pretty decent game in the first game, reached base in 3 of her 4 at-bats. First pitch here from Urban. This is away for ball 1.
I will say, AJ's clouds, the sky's getting really dark, and there is some heat lightning back up toward the Lawrenceburg area. That's still a good ways away, but you could see it in between games a few minutes ago.
This one by Reynolds is lined here into right field. Ray catches it. She's going to try for a double, and she's in there with a 1-out double. Runner in scoring position here for the Lady Eagles in the bottom of the first will bring up the third baseman in Anna Lindsay. As Rodney just showed me the radar, and we got some, I'll just put it this way, it's colorful.
Your third baseman,
That's coming in our direction. It's breaking up a little bit, but it's, well, it's going to be eventful. All we just need is Ben Luton to say it's going to rain, and it's not, so we'll see what happens. First pitch here from Urban. Foul back by Lindsay for strike 1.
Do you think you could get a hold of Ben and have him come on and predict rain?
Predict rain.
I'm sure they're live, I would imagine, on Tennessee Valley weather right now, my best guess.
Okay.
Comes the 0-1. That one misses away for ball 1. Updates from earlier, Lawrence County fell to Page late in their district semifinal 3-2, and North Alabama upsetting 18th ranked Central Arkansas to get to the ASUN tournament semifinals. There's a 1-1 from Urban. That one is fouled back for strike 2, so they will face off with Liberty tomorrow at 11 a.m. It's a double elimination tournament, so 3 wins in. The Lions are in pretty good shape so far. 1-2 the count here to Lindsay, the 3-0 hitter for Summertown. Comes a 1-2. Change up. This is low for ball 2.
I see that Reagan Burleson on deck. Looks like Coach Burleson shook his line up a little bit up between game 1 and 2.
Moved Burleson and Jones up a spot, and Burleson back 2. Added Chelsea Atkinson to the lineup as well. Here's a 2-2. Fouled off the net, and the count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, and I'll tell you, Atkinson with the big 2-run single, to break the tie there in the bottom of the 6th, and also at her other at bat had that hard, well, it wasn't a hard shot. It was a ball that got over Dover's head, kind of in no man's land, So that young lady's 2 for 2. So she played a big part in that first game.
I think she had an RBI on that first hit too. So
You
3
may
of
be
the
right.
6 RBIs.
And the next pitch is on the inside corner for strike 3 and the second out of the inning. 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. Will bring up the new cleanup hitter and Reagan Burleson.
Your second baseman,
Burleson,
number
who
6,
reached base
Reagan
3 times with 2 walks and a single in the previous game. First pitch from Urban. Burleson hits this one high in the air. Bowie camps underneath it at first, makes the catch, and that one will end the inning. Each side strands a runner in the first inning. We go to the top of the second. No score here on the X Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
Back here in Summertown as we go to the top of the second inning here of game 2 of this district final. No score here between Loretto and Summertown. Due up here for the Lady Mustangs will be 5, 6, 7 in the lineup with Cambry Hanson, Addison Bowie, and Breeley Winters. Olivia Woods back on for her second inning of work in the first. Gave up a hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts through 11 pitches. Urban threw 13 in her inning as well. First pitch here, and that one is fouled off of the Summertown dugout for strike 1.
Adam might remember, but last year in the district tournament, we had to go 2 or 3 days to try to get it.
I remember that.
I remember that too. Next pitch misses low for ball 1.
And if you remember, the if game, which this one is too, was rained out right in the first inning, I believe.
Yeah.
And we finished it on a Sunday afternoon.
Yep.
Yep, that's right.
Giles County last year.
It was a 1-1. That one misses low and in for ball 2. Will definitely remembers that for all the wrong reasons. That was we had to cut the broadcast in the middle of that game and pack all the stuff and put it in his vehicle. Comes a 2-1. This one's lined in the left field, but right at Gillen, the left fielder, who makes the catch, and that will be the first out of the inning.
That's great contact right there. That's not much else you can do if you're that young lady. She struck that solid.
Brings it back to Sabu, the 6-hole hitter, and the first baseman here for the Lady Mustangs. First time here against Woods. Comes the first pitch on the inside corner at the belt for strike 1. Comes the 0-1 from Woods. That one is lined in the left field, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Another 1-out single. This time from Addison Bowie, second hit of the game for the Lady Mustangs. Will bring up the 7-hole hitter and the right fielder in Breeley Winters. 1-on-1 out here in the top of the second.
Now to bat, number 2, Breeley.
Macy Kate Livingston waiting on deck. First pitch here from Woods, and that one's hit high in the air. Will stay on the infield. Lindsay charging in, calls everybody off. Makes the catch in foul territory for the second out of the inning. Brings up Macy Kate Livingston, the 8-hole hitter and the second baseman for the Lady Mustangs. On with 2 gone and 1 on here in the top of the second inning. She'll face Woods here for the first time. First pitch from Woods. That one's in there for strike 1.
First time this kid's seen a helmet in a varsity game since March.
Hey, never too late, you know. Next pitch misses low and in for ball 1.
You know, thinking about that and coming up in situations, AJ, one of the worst baseball experiences of my life was the Kurt Gibson home run.
Oh, yeah.
I was an avid A's fan. And to see that, that was very upsetting to me.
Well, Macy Kate has her legs for now.
Yes.
Kurt didn't then. Comes a 1-2. Swung on a miss for strike 3, and that will end the inning. Lady Mustangs trim 1, the top of the second. We head to the bottom half of the inning of this district final coming up next on the Exports Network.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Back here in Summertown as we go to the bottom of the second inning. No score here between Loretto and Summertown. Due up here for the Lady Eagles will be 5, 6, 7. Hannah Jones, Anna Burleson, and Greenlee Taylor lead things off here for the Lady Eagles. Carly Urban on for her second inning of work. Gave up a hit, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout through 13 pitches in the first inning. Jones here to lead things off, the designated player. First pitch here from Urban. This one's hit high in the air to center field. Ray runs in, camps underneath, and makes a catch. One pitch, one out here in the bottom of the second. Brings up Anna Burleson. Moved from the 4 spot down to the 6 spot here for this game for her first at bat here against Urban.
Now to bat, your first baseman, number 32.
It's kind of interesting to see several lineup changes on both sides. I mean, this is the 5th time we've played each other, so.
Yeah. I think anything like that can help you and give you an advantage. You know, I think both, like you said, Rodney, both these teams know each other so well. It can make a big difference.
First pitch is on the outside corner for strike one. Go ahead, Rodney.
I think we played 6 times last season.
Yeah,
so we're almost back to it.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1. That one misses away for ball one. You might meet in the region final, and you might meet in the state tournament again.
Yeah.
Comes a 1-1. This is away for ball two. 2-1 the count here to Burleson, the 6th spot here for the second game. Corner infield playing a couple steps in, middle infield, and the outfield playing normal. Here's a 2-1. This is high for ball three. Hitters count here for Burleson. Greenlee Taylor, the catcher, waiting on deck. And the next pitch. Shot over to second base. Livingston throws over to Bowie in time for the second out of the inning. 2 gone here in the bottom of the second. We'll bring up Greenlee Taylor, the catcher. Facing Urban here for the first time.
Now to bat.
Got your GoPro going, Will.
Number 44, Greenlee Taylor.
And we've got the most enthusiastic PA guy in all of high school softball.
I agree. He loves his job.
He does. He loves it, and we love him as well. First pitch here from Urban. That one's in there for strike one. Wind is really whipping straight out the left here. Comes the 0-1. Line down the left field line. That one's fair. That's going to roll into the corner. Taylor rounding first. And she will get into second with a 2-out double. Second hit of the game for the Lady Eagles, and that will bring up the left fielder and Caitlin Gillum.
They will be bringing, looks like, Davis in to run for Greenlee.
Davis in at second base here for Taylor, the courtesy runner.
Now to bat, your left fielder, number 3, Caitlin Gillum.
Gillum here, 8-hole hitter. Left fielder here for the Lady Eagles. First pitch from Urban. That's a strike in there. First pitch, 0-1 the count, now the 8-hole hitter. Runner in scoring position here. Comes the 0-1. And this is away for ball one. You said the L word.
The radar is showing the sky to the west.
Comes a 1-1. This is high and in for ball two. Rodney, that sounds like a sermon. The radar showing.
The radar showing.
Angry skies to the west. I don't know where you can find a biblical reference to that, but comes a 2-1. It's a ground ball over to Dover at short. The throw to first is in time, and that one will end the inning. Lady Eagles strand another runner at second base to end the bottom of the second. Go to the top of the third, no score here on the X Sports Network.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation, you're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit LawrenceburgFlooringandMore.com.
And back here in Summertown as we go to the top of the third. No score here between Loretto and Summertown. 9-1-2 due up here for the Lady Mustangs. Jared Correa, Aubrey Zell, and Briley Dover. You have Olivia Woods on for her third inning of work through two hits, no runs, no walks, a strikeout through 22 pitches.
Now to bat, number 16.
They're taking team photos behind us back here. Camera, they're taking pictures back here behind us.
Oh, okay. That's all it is.
First pitch hit by Ray, and down the right field line, Atkinson tracking it, makes the catch. One pitch, one out here. The top of the third inning will bring us to the top of the order in Aubrey Zell. Yeah, don't scare us like that, Will. Almost like Hurricane Luna was on its way.
Now to bat, number 1, Aubrey Zell.
Zell is 0 for 1 with a fly out in the right in her first at bat in the first. This pitch sent over to Abbott at short. Abbott made a diving stop at it, kept it in the infield, but that will be an infield single for Zell. Third hit of the game for the Lady Mustangs. Brings up the dangerous Briley Dover. Had an infield single in her first at bat in the top of the first inning. One-on-one out here in the top of the third. Ball Dog making his, about his 50th appearance in the booth here. First pitch misses away for ball one. Might be one of the best traditions in Southern Middle Tennessee baseball. He goes over to baseball too sometimes.
He really prefers tennis though, AJ.
Oh.
Yeah, he loves the bouncy balls.
Here comes the one out. Misses away for ball two. Zell takes off for second, and she's in there with a stolen base.
Also, they tend to hit more tennis balls over the fence
True.
at the tennis court, so he's able to
go
those
after
are
those. Easier to
yes,
get a
easier
grip
to get a
on.
grip on. The
Yeah.
softball's pretty big, so he can't really get that into his mouth. So, yeah, he likes tennis.
My dog thinks a tennis ball is a military-grade weapon. She stays away from it. Comes a 2-0. High in the air, deep left field. This one's got a chance. It's gone. A two-run homer from Briley Dover, and the Lady Mustangs lead this one 2-0. Needless to say, guys, she loves hitting at this ballpark.
Absolutely. And the wind's helping her there, so.
It's now going to bring up Emily Cozart, excuse me, is now due up now. 3-0 hitter. Now Greg Burleson will make his way out to the circle. Talk here with Woods. She hit that one, a majestic shot to straightaway left field. Burleson here talking with Woods and the rest of the infield. Get everyone on page. Quick meeting as he makes his way back to the dugout. Dover now 2 for 2 in the game after that home run. Also had an infield single as well.
At the bat, number 20, Emily Cozart.
Cozart is 0 for 1 with a fly out the center in her first at bat in the first. It's the first pitch from Woods. This is high and in, and almost clipped her there for ball one. Comes a 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike one. 1-1 count here, the 3-0 hitter from Loretto. Next pitch from Woods. Swing and a miss for strike two. Same pitch there, guys. A ball with a lot of sink. Looks like it's coming at your knees and ends up in the dirt. 1-2 the count here to Cozart. Next pitch from Woods. And that one's tapped foul. Now the reach of third base coach for Loretto. Count will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Comes another 1-2 from Woods. Swing and a miss for strike three, and that will be second out of the inning. Second strikeout of the game for Woods. Brings up J.B. Clifton, the catcher and the cleanup hitter. Tap back to Woods to end the top of the first in her previous at-bat. Facing Woods here for the second time. Comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. Winner of this will get Cheatham County. The loser will take on Fairview. Comes the 0-1. Misses away for ball one. That will be at the region. It's a region at a neutral site or at the host sites?
The host.
Sites, okay.
Number one will host. So the winner of this one will host. Loser will have to go on the road to Fairview.
Next pitch is in the dirt for ball two. Speaking of Fairview, we'll be with Loretto baseball as they make their way for their game against White House Heritage. That's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, obviously weather permitting. Then be with them in their games on Saturday. Comes a 2-1. That one's off the end of the bat. Abbott can make the play, a good effort out there, and J.B. Clifton comes out with a 2-out single. 5th hit of the game for Loretto. Bring up Cambry Hansen. The English on that ball, it was literally knuckling in the sky on the way to left.
Abbott almost made a great play there. Good effort for sure. There's your radar. It's kind of sagging a little though, because we're way up in the top of the.
The bad stuff looks like a Tetris piece. First pitch, that one's in there for strike one. Doesn't it? You know that one you always hated to get? There's no way you ever fit it in the perfect spot. That's what that looks like.
Can we call that the Luna piece?
It is an L. Here's the 0-1. That one's in there for strike two. The third down, the second is in time. And that one will end the inning. A Bradley Dover 2-run homer in the top of the third is the difference in this game. So go to the bottom of the third here on the X Sports Network.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in auto owners insurance. Auto owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the auto owner's policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Back here at Summertown as we go to the bottom of the third of game 2 of this district final. Loretto got a 2-run homer from Briley Dover in the top of the third. They lead this one 2-0. 9-1-2 due up for the Lady Eagles. Chelsea Atkinson, Erica Abbott, and Mackenzie Reynolds set the lead things off here for the Lady Eagles. Carly Urban on for her third inning of work through 2, has given up a pair of hits, no runs, no walks, a strikeout through 25 pitches. Atkinson, who had a pair of hits, including an RBI and a run scored, came in pitch hit duty and earned herself a spot in the lineup in the next game.
Right fielder, number 7, Chelsea Atkinson.
Atkinson, the left-handed hitter, playing in right field here in game 2. Corner infield play him way in. Here comes the first pitch here from Urban. This one is sent over to Bowie. Makes the play in fair territory. Steps on first. That will be the first out of the inning. Goes to the top of the order here in Erica Abbott. Skied out to left in her first at bat in the bottom of the first inning. Face Urban here for the second time. Kenzie Reynolds waiting on deck.
Number 23, Erica Abbott.
First pitch here from Urban. That one misses in the dirt for ball 1. Comes a 1-0. Line down the left field line, but hooking into the corner foul for strike 1. I don't know how we're avoiding that, right?
Well, if we get through the 4th inning, I think it's an official game.
I think it's 5.
Is it into the 5th?
Yeah, into the 5th. Comes a 1-1. That one is sent off of the glove of Kozar. Dover's throw will not be in time. Infield single here for Eric Abbott puts one on with one out, and Mackenzie Reynolds here at the plate. Reynolds, who hit a double into the right center field gap in her first at bat in the bottom of the first, facing Urban here for the second time. Abbott certainly a threat to steal. There's a live looking at the weather, or was a live looking. First pitch misses high for ball 1. That's what might be coming our way.
It's what we see off to the southwest back behind us there for sure.
Looks like a broken leg or the state of Florida right there on its way to come get us. Comes a 1-0. Abbott takes off. Pitch misses high. Abbott is in there. She gets a stolen base. There's a good throw there by J.B. Clifton, and just a good slide out there, and that will be the first stolen base of the game for Summertown. Runner in scoring position again for the 3rd straight inning. Comes a 2-0. That one is sent in the right field, a base hit. Abbott's rounding 3rd. Here comes the throw. They cut it off. They're going to get Reynolds at second base. Abbott will score. That is the 2nd out of the inning. And they have cut the lead here to 2-1. Good job there by Bowie to cut that one off and fire it over to Dover in time. Now I'm going to bring out head coach here and Stephen Darwin to talk with his team. Settle him down after back-to-back hits there. Run does score to make it 2-1, and then there's another look at it. If we can just, wind's kind of blowing in. It's been blowing out the left the whole game. Maybe, did you say a special prayer?
Maybe it's trying to push it back down to the south side of the county, at least for a few more minutes. Yeah, I give a shout out to Coach Darwin there. Good to see him. I think he had a treatment today. He's in the midst of chemo and radiation for this esophagus cancer, esophageal. But it's good to see him at the park, and good to see him with his team. So,
really good spirits as well. I saw him in between games. Seems to be doing pretty good. Hannah Lindsay due up now is 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking her first at bat in the bottom of the first. First pitch here from Urban. Rise ball misses high for ball 1.
The alert says 8:57.
8:57 is when the Storm is getting here, so we've got about. Comes the 1-0 from Urban. That one's sent in the right field. And making the catch out there in right is Breeley Winters, and that will end the inning. A Mackenzie Reynolds single has got the lead to 2-1 as we go to the top of the 4th here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you as an employee a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
We're back here in Summertown. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Loretto leading Summertown 2-1. Got 5, 6, 7 due up for the Lady Mustangs. Cambry Hansen followed by Addison Bowie and Breeley Winters. First pitch here from Woods. Swung on a miss for strike 1. Olivia Woods through 3 innings has given up 2 runs off 5 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts, sitting right now at 39 pitches. And here comes the 0-1. That one's off the end of the bat, will stay fair. Burleson Fields tags out Hansen, and that will be the first out of the inning. 1 gone here in the top of the 4th. We'll bring up Addison Bowie, the first baseman. singled in her first at bat into left in the top of the second inning. So facing Woods here for the second time.
Now to bat, number 17, Addison Bowie.
All the runs have been scored in the third inning. A 2-run homer by Briley Dover to the left, and then a Mackenzie Reynolds RBI single in the right. First pitch from Woods, swung on a miss by Bowie for strike one.
AJ, have we discussed about what the ruling is with weather and what makes this a complete game and what doesn't? Do we even know?
I think it's fifth inning. I think if the losing team completes their half of the inning in the fifth, then it becomes a complete game.
Okay.
Here's the 0-1. I could be wrong about that. I mean, there's rules change all the time, but I believe that it would be the rule. And if they're tied, then, gotta come back and play it. Next pitch, a rise ball. Swung on a miss for strike two. Or you flip a coin, see what happens. I'm not sure what they would decide. It's all up, each individual district. As long as they don't have a benches clearing brawl like those high schools and was it now around Nashville, they both got eliminated from their district tournament. Comes a 1-2. That one's hit high in the air, and that one is going to get out of play. Actually in the stands. Ooh. We hope that fan is okay. Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah. You just got to learn to call the softball, AJ.
Yeah.
It's important to call it.
And she leaned out of the way and took it on the hip rather than the face. So
that's smart.
That is smart. The hip will heal quicker than the face. Here comes a 1-2. Misses away for ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes here, 1 out, nobody on in the top of the fourth inning. 2-1 Loretto lead. Next pitch from Woods. Hit high in the air in the left. And making the catch out there is Gillum for the second out of the inning. Brings up Breeley Winters, the right fielder. Popped up to Hannah Lindsay, the third baseman in foul territory, and her first at bat in the top of the second inning.
Now to bat, number 2.
Jason Woods here for the second time in the game. First pitch, swung on a miss for strike one. Next pitch from Gillum. Swung on a miss for strike two. 0-2 quickly here to Winters.
Come on out.
And here comes the 0-2 from Woods. Rise ball misses high and away for ball one. And here comes a 1-2 from Woods. Hit high in the air. That one is out of play.
That's us.
Hey. Do I get a snow cone if I take that to the concession stand?
Well, with the economy, AJ, you do get a piece of gum.
A gum. Okay, that's better than nothing.
Well, half of a piece.
Half of a piece?
Yeah, they'll use the other half for the next foul ball. But.
Here's the 1-2. Off the end of the bat, right back to Woods, who makes the catch, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Mustangs in the top of the fourth. We will go to the bottom half of the inning, a 2-1 Loretto lead when we return on the X-Sports Network.
Renright Equipment has all the tools you need to get the job done. From bobcats to trenchers to augers to lifts, we have a large variety of equipment for every project, big or small. Need a new mower? We have you covered there too. With great brands Hustler and Big Dog, Renright is ready to serve all your equipment needs. Call today and reserve your equipment from Renright Equipment in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Very well could have taken out your camera, Will.
Back here at Summertown as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, a 2-1 Loretto lead here in this district final. The 4-5-6 due up here for the Lady Eagles. Reagan Burleson, Hannah Jones, and Anna Burleson. Carly Urban on for a fourth inning of work. Through 3, 1 run off 4 hits, no walks, a strikeout through 34 pitches. Shout out to Cody who donated the tent. It's going to keep us from the rain and from the previous foul ball that would have landed on our scores table here. First pitch misses high for ball 1. And here comes a 1-0. This one is sent through the left side. Good stop by Dover. The throw to first will not be in time. Good effort by Briley Dover, but it's an infield single for Reagan Burleson. Now brings up Hannah Jones, a designated player. Flew out the center in her first at bat in the bottom of the second. Leadoff runner on here for the Lady Eagles.
13, Hannah Jones.
I think there's 2 shortstops probably in this entire Middle Tennessee that could have made that a possible close play, and I think they're both playing in this game, AJ.
Yeah, that was a great job. I thought that was a for sure ball going in the left. First pitch here from Urban. That bunt will not get down. And I thought it hit her. Okay, now they're saying it hit her. Okay. I thought so. Good job by the umpiring crew from keeping that going into chaos right there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Come on, Hannah.
0-1's the count here to Jones. Corner infield playing several steps in from the bags. Middle infield and outfield normal. Here's the 0-1. Jones hits her again. And they said she was out of the box when it hit her, so she will be called out. So that will be the first out of the inning.
I think she was the first time, to be honest with you. But she definitely was that time.
Yeah.
Burleson's going to come and
argue that. Greg gets his 2 cents in, the home plate umpire. So we got 1 gone here in the bottom of the 4th. I'm going to bring up Anna Burleson, the first baseman. Grounded out to Livingston at second, and her first at bat in the bottom of the second. First pitch here from Urban. This is high for ball 1.
Drive it, Anna.
See 1-0 from Burleson, from Urban, and that one's on the outside corner for strike 1.
Carly's done a great job hitting corners, moving the ball around. She's pitched a great game.
Seen 40 pitches through 3 1/3 so far.
Yeah, she's doing what she does best. She's spotting the ball. She's keeping Summertown off balance.
Come on, Anna.
Comes a 1-1. Squares around the bunt. Here comes a back pick. Says she's safe. And that pitch was strike 2.
I believe it was called a strike.
Yeah.
I think so, Will. I may be wrong, but
Burleson steps in. Next pitch from Urban. That one is hit foul for strike 2.
2-2s he's holding up.
2 balls, 2 strikes here.
Come on, Anna. 2 it, baby.
Next pitch here from Urban. This one is sent over to Bowie at first. She will step on third. Reagan Burleson will advance to second. Now brings up Greenlee Taylor, who doubled down the left field line in her first at bat. Reagan Burleson standing on second, the tying run here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Every play here is huge in this game with weather on its way as we get further and further into the game. First pitch here from Urban. This is high for ball 1.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I think this game's official once the 4th inning's over. I think that's the case.
You may be right, Rodney. I just don't know.
I think it's 3.5 if the home team's winning, or 4 if.
It's the 1-0. Misses away for ball 2.
In a 7-inning game, that'd be half the game. 3.5 if the home team was ahead, or 4 if so.
Yeah. You never know what the coaches and the district administrators will decide on. Comes a 2-0. This is away for ball 3. 3-0 the count here to Taylor. 7-0 hitter from Lady Mustangs. Caitlin Gillum waiting on deck. Next pitch here from Urban. Hit high in the air. Livingston calls everybody off, is going to make the catch, and that is going to end the inning. Lady Eagles stranded runner in the bottom of the fourth. It's a 2-1 Mustang lead as we go to the top of the fifth here on the Exports Network.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
Back here in Summertown as we go to the top of the fifth inning, a 2-1 Loretto lead here in game 2 of this district final. 8-9-1 due up here for the Lady Mustangs. You'll have Macy Kate Livingston, Jerica Ray, and Aubrey Zell to lead things off here for the Lady Mustangs. Olivia Woods on for her 5th inning of work through 4. 2 runs off 5 hits, no walks, 2 strikeouts, and sitting 51 pitches. So far, guys, here through the first 4 innings, no walks here from either side as the, well, just put it this way, the storm is imminent.
Number 12, MK.
So it is on its way, and if we go to a 1-camera setup here in the next few minutes, you'll understand why. And Livingston gets the bunt down. Taylor will throw the first, and that one's going to get away from Burleson. So Livingston's going to get on off of the error. First error of the game for Summertown, and 1 on, nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. Brings up Jerica Ray, the center fielder, 0 for 1 with a fly out in right in her first at bat in the top of the 3rd inning. Facing Woods here for the 2nd time.
Now to bat, number 16, Jerica Ray.
First pitch here, Ray squares around the bunt, lays it down. Woods throws over to first. That one's in time. Livingston will get the second off the sac bunt. So a runner in scoring position here, brings up the top of the order in Aubrey Zell. Zell is 1 for 2 with a fly out to right in the first. Single and a run scored in the 3rd. And obviously you got the dangerous Briley Dover waiting on deck, who has a 2-run homer in the game. Runner in scoring position here for the Lady Mustangs. First pitch here. Hit high in the air, and this one's going to stay on the infield. Reagan Burleson camps underneath him, makes the catch. That will be the second out of the inning. Now going to bring up Dover's 2 for 2 in the game. Single, infield single in the first, and a 2-run homer to left in the 3rd.
Number 4, Briley Dover.
Would not be surprised here if they just intentionally walk her, and they do. That's actually the first free pass for either side, but this one's the intentional side. Brings up Emily Cozart, the 3-hole hitter, who's 0 for 2. Fly out the center in the first, a strikeout swinging in the 3rd. Woods gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. That one's low for ball 1. Here comes a 1-0. Lined up, right off of Woods. Woods collects herself, makes the play, and that one will end the inning. Lady Mustangs strand a pair of runs in the top of the 5th. We head to the bottom half of the inning. Coming up next on the Exports Network. Back here in Summertown, we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 2-1 Loretto lead. Due up here for the Lady Eagles will be Caitlin Gillum, Chelsea Atkinson, and Eric Abbott. 8-9-1 here. So we go to a one-camera setup here for till the weather gets here. So we start covering up our equipment here to keep it from the rain. Gillum to lead things off. Carly Urban on for 5th inning of work has given up a run off 5 hits. No walks, a strikeout through 48 pitches. Here's the first pitch. And that one misses high for ball 1. Here comes a 1-0. That one's hit high in the air down the left field line. That one's going to stay in the park. No, it doesn't. It goes over the fence, but goes foul for strike 1. Good piece of hitting there from Gillum. Just could not keep that one in the park, or keep it fair, I should say. 1-1 the count here. Next pitch from Urban. And that's a changeup in there for strike 2. One, 2 the count here. Comes a 1-2 from Urban. That one is foul back for strike 2. Comes the 1-2 from Urban, and that one misses away for ball 2. 2-2 the count here to Gillum. Next pitch from Urban. That one is lined down the left field line. Way foul once again. Good contact, just couldn't keep that one in the ballpark. Urban gets a sign from Clifton. Here comes a 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that one will be the first out of the inning. One gone here in the top of the bottom of the 5th.
Now to bat, your right fielder, number 7.
One gone here, and now bring up Chelsea Atkinson. First pitch here from Urban. That one is in there for strike 1. Comes the 0-1 from Urban. That one's tapped over to Cozart at third. The throw over to first is in time, and that one will be the second out of the inning. Brings up Eric Abbott at the top of the order here for Loretto.
Now to bat, your shortstop, number 23, Erica Abbott.
First pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. Comes the 0-1. That one misses away for ball 1. One the count. I feel like I'm in a Halloween tent right now. Here we are. Here's a 1-1. Abbott singles this one up the middle. 2-out single from Eric Abbott. Runner on first here, 2 gone. That is Abbott's second hit of the game, her second single. Now brings up Mackenzie Reynolds, who's 2 for 2. Double in the first, RBI single in the third. Of course, Abbott is a threat to steal over at first base. As the lone stolen base for the Lady Eagles in this game. First pitch from Urban. That one's in there for strike 1. comes the 0-1. This is high and away for ball one. Urban now at 61 pitches through 4 2/3. It's the 6th hit of the game for the Lady Eagles. Comes a 1-1 from Urban. That one is fouled away for strike two. Urban back on the rubber, and here comes a 1-2. Reynolds sends this one foul down the left field line, and that will keep the count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I've talked a lot today.
1-2's the count, AJ.
1-2,
You're good.
yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
2 outs.
I just got my multiples mixed up there. Comes a 1-2 from Urban. Reynolds sends this one in the center field, a base hit. Abbott on her way to third. Here's the throw, not in time. Reynolds is going to get into second base, and now the go-ahead run is standing at second. And that's going to bring up.
Out to bat, your third baseman.
Good piece of hitting by Reynolds there as the clouds open up.
Yep. Now as the rain is coming, and we can see it out here, and the umpires are going to tell.
Got a question coming in on the slide at third as they question the tag there.
Yeah. It was a good throw out there by Ray in center. She had a gun. That was really accurate. And they're going to play on. I just saw some lightning.
Yeah, it's a.
That's going to bring up Hannah Lindsay here, the third baseman, who's 0 for 2 with the strikeout and the fly out the right. You can see the rain out there. First pitch here to Lindsay. This is high for ball one.
Heavy rain moving in. Of course, base hit here with 2 outs. Summertown take the lead. Whether it's the 4th or the 5th, we're about to be done with the 5th, so it would definitely be.
Comes a 1-0. That one misses in for ball two. 2-0 count, 2 gone here. Now Urban's going to ask for a towel. So the rain continues to rain down here.
Magically, Adam reappears under the tent here.
Ball Dog has tried to join us, but unsuccessfully.
We knew this was coming.
Scoot in, Rodney. The 2-0. Lindsay sends this one out of play for strike one. Got some Summertown fans loving the rain over there. Comes a 2-0. Hit high in the air and back and foul out of play for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count now. The Loretto coaching staff trying to do their best to dry off every 2-2 the count here with 2 gone. 2 outs as well. Runners on second and third. Next pitch from Urban. That one is popped up just out of play.
Some pretty tough conditions out here right now, AJ.
Yeah, I mean, we can see puddling all over the infield. And I mean, I can understand why the umpire is wanting this to go on, knowing that it's going to be complete after this if it stays a 2-1 game. I can also understand the frustrations from the Loretto and the Summertown coaching staff. Let's see what's going on here. Here's a 2-2. Lindsay hits that one off of Abbott in foul territory.
She says she's foul.
Yeah. Yep, in foul territory. Doesn't feel good. No matter what the weather is, that doesn't feel good. Trying to get a dry baseball here. 2-2 count, and needless to say here, Rodney, we got some pretty upset parents down there.
Well,
And I get it.
I get it. We're, this is tough playing conditions, and the championship's on the line here, and so
I understand everyone's position in the situation. Here's a 2-2. Lindsay sends it in the right center.
That'll be the ball game.
Abbott scores. Here comes Reynolds. She scores. Summertown leads it 3-2. Anna Lindsay with a 2-run, 2-out double, and the lead is now 3-2. And what a clutch hit there by Hannah Lindsay. When the rain was just pouring down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Adam Lindsay about busted the top of the up here, and we're going to have a...
This should be the ball game.
Yeah,
I mean, I hate for it to end like that, AJ,
okay,
but
I'm with you.
But, I mean, Loretta's going to... I mean, the coach is going to get thrown out for one.
Yeah.
And
she just
got thrown out. Yeah. And I mean, it's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's a clutch game. It's the if necessary of the division district tournament, and we're nobody wants to be in this, and nobody can control the weather.
Right,
so
yeah.
it's just you just gotta. Just got to try to play through.
Yeah, and now the umpires are taking
now they're
both
going
teams
to
off.
and see, you could have done this 10 pitches ago, and that's the case that the Loretto coaches are making. So you could have done this 10 pitches ago, and it's a 2-1 ball game, and now you're going to do it. And I mean, I understand why the umpires are doing it. I mean, this field's not playable. It's not safe.
Absolutely.
As an umpire, you have to make that call. Summertown wins the ball game. Let's go on to region and play Monday night.
But does it end? But it ends right now, though.
It would end right now because Summertown's in the lead, and I'm convinced that a 4th inning is the official game.
See,
so we're in the bottom of the field.
I don't know if they have to complete the inning.
But they're ahead. They're ahead.
I've had people tell me that it's half the game. We talked about that.
Half the game.
I had other people tell me that over there. I also talked to somebody that knows a lot, about this type of stuff. I asked, and I asked him, and he said it was the 5th. The home team would have a chance in the 5th. Of course, if it ended in the top of the 5th, if the home team was up, let's say it hit middle of the 5th, right, it'd be over. But I don't know the rule. I don't.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you're in the bottom of the 5th, and the home team's up 3-2. So.
Yeah.
So I think you can call a ball game.
But I'm like you, though. Look,
I hate it.
I'm glad, if you're a Summertown fan, you're happy. But then again, I also understand.
If you're a Loretto fan, you are.
No, you're highly upset, I understand that as well.
Rageful upset.
But I also do agree with Rodney. It's raining less right now than it was in the middle of that whole mess, that whole at bat with Lindsay up. And honestly, it's not fair for Urban to have to throw a ball in that mess, and it's also not fair for Lindsay,
to have to hit.
I even noticed that Burleson brought a bat out for Lindsay in the middle of her bat, probably because the grip was soaking wet, just to give her something else to hit that was probably a dry bat. So
it was a good piece of hitting there. I'm not taking anything away from her.
No doubt. But
in that condition.
But you don't want the game to end in a situation. And I can tell you, that pitcher having to throw that ball like that is not fair to her. It's not fair to the batter in the box. It's just a tough situation. I understand you want to get the game in if you're the umpires. I understand that. But then again, these teams have been fighting all year and battling, and they're two great teams. You want it if I don't know. I've stated my opinion. It is what it is. I don't know.
It's a tough spot for everybody. You understand it from the umpire's perspective, knowing what's at stake here and knowing how close we are to a official game. but you 100% understand it from a Loretto perspective of here's this big situation. The storm is at its worst.
Well,
and they had to keep drying off balls and putting new ones in.
And my opinion is too, we had this issue last year with the rain. Okay, there should, and this is just my opinion, which it doesn't mean much, AJ, but these games, when you get into elimination games, right, where if someone loses, they can go home, or B, it's a championship game, you should have to play that whole game, in my opinion.
Right.
If you have to come back, so what? I mean, it's, Loretta's 35 minutes away. I think it's worth it to the kids.
Right, absolutely.
And that's whether you're a Summertown fan or a Loretto fan, because whoever's on the benefit of this side could be on the negative side of it the next time.
Right. And especially the way these games have gone out.
Yes.
Take out the first one at Loretto, they've been close. The first one here was back and forth. Each side was trading big right hands, and I mean, who's to say that Loretto wouldn't come to the top of the sixth, tie the game up, and now we're tied up at 3 just like that.
Well, look, I mean, you could say that, and also too, I mean, Loretto dropped 6 in 2 innings the other night.
Right.
But you could say that for both of these teams. They're both so volatile and talented.
Right.
Bottom line is, you don't want it to go like this.
Right.
And look, my daughter's the one that got the hit, and I'm just telling you, right? I don't. You play the game, you go the distance. And it's just a shame. And who knows? I don't know. I don't know if they'll call it. I mean, I don't know how much this is to stay. I know the other night it was supposed to rain, and we were waiting on it. It never came. Maybe this will get out. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching the group of coaches and umpires in our SRO here in the huddle. Just they don't look too bothered by the rain that's out there, but then I look up and see the rain and the lights, and it looks like, Armageddon's coming down. So, I mean.
I think it's here for a few minutes now, how much the field can take.
Exactly.
Well, and we were talking about the fairness of it. It works out great in Summertown's favor, but then again, if you look at the other way, Lindsay's hitting in that mess, and she hasn't hit well tonight either. Yeah. If she grounds out, let's say, or she strikes out or pops out, the game's over anyway. Yeah. And Loretta's going to have that win, and I don't know. Yeah. I see it both ways. Yeah. But I just think in these situations, you have to play. You just play the 7 innings. Yeah. If you have to come back, come back. Right. These kids and coaches and everybody here puts way too much into this.
Right. Absolutely.
To have it end that way. Yeah. And, I can see why everybody's frustrated.
Right.
And if Lindsay pops up right now, that we're probably Loretta's happy and it's a non-issue. And and I would argue too, hey, Summertown had their chances through 5 innings. Urban's pitched a great game. You didn't get it done. Let's move on to region. If the rain just gets you, but I understand Loretta's situation.
Yeah. You hate to use lose-lose, even when someone wins and they're going to get a home game possibly next week. But it's a tight spot. Everyone's not put in a good spot here in this situation. There's just not much you can do here. And I mean, there's plenty of Loretto players who are out in the rain, don't seem too bothered by it. I see some puddling here behind home plate, and
most of the puddling, you've got some now in the outer edges of the infield. Most of it was just in foul territory, which in an umpire's judgment, the field has to be playable.
Right.
And so even foul territory is important. But you've got first, second. I don't think we play anymore tonight. I think we just saw a handshake and.
Yeah. You also get into, like you're saying too, you want to play, you want to finish this game, and I honestly want to finish this game. If Summertown wins, loses, Loretto wins, loses, you want to finish it. The other thing you got to take into concern is player safety.
Sure.
Sliding, somebody sliding into a base, pulling, groins, ligaments. I'm sure it's a nasty mess.
I think the ball game has just been called. Here comes the umpire.
He might be just coming to get his water bottle.
They're leaving the field.
Yeah.
So I seen him nod his head. So
Are they leaving the dugout?
I am not sure. I mean, they're hanging out there for sure. Well, if I'm the umpires, I don't know if that's the one side I want to go out of.
Well,
I don't think they have a choice in the parking lots.
I'm assuming they are walking because are they leaving because the game is over, or are they leaving just to go out to their vehicles to get dry?
Killing time, they'd be over there.
Yeah. I don't think they're killing time, guys. I think I said it when the ball was hit. That was the ball game, and I'm gonna stay with that.
Yeah.
It's Mother Nature. Kind of honest that we got to the 5th inning in this game. I'm kind of surprised. We had a good game going. I guess all we can hope for now is that the region finals is here next Wednesday night, and we get to see it again.
They're packing up. Loretto is.
Yeah. I don't.
You wonder and look back on it too, as you knew what was coming, and you can always second guess everybody. And in a perfect world, you'd have played both games and got them both in. But you wonder after the first one. I thought you were very fortunate. Maybe move that second one and say, hey, let's come back tomorrow night.
Right.
Because it's just not, But hey, it could have been like last night where we're waiting on the rain, and 3 hours later, it still hasn't gotten here too. So,
Well, our producer just was going to say we'll take it to break. They might wrap this thing up. I think he's getting his stuff to wrap this thing up because I believe this one is finished with Summertown still in their dugout. Or Greg might just be talking with them to end this one up. So, we're going to get on out of here on this one after this. If we do come back and play, we'll have it here, but more than likely this has been done for the night. So for Adam Lindsay, Rodney Livingston, producer extraordinaire Will Pettis, this is AJ Good here on the X Sports Network. Have a great evening.
Going the distance with local sports, covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball,